Hello, and welcome to session one of Electric Bastionland on the Open Hearth. This is going to be the Strait Burrow, Strait. We're starting a new game, so we will go through all the new game stuff. I'm Mark. I will be your host or conductor in Bastionland. And here are some fine folks that all know each other, maybe, but let's do a quick round of introductions just in case. Let's start off with Heath. Tell us about yourself.
Hello, my name is Heath. I've played many a game with Mark and with everybody here, actually. So the gang's all here. Looking forward to it.
Nice. Other Mark?
Yeah, I'm Other Mark. I have also, I think, the last two games I've been in, two quarterlies, I've played with both Heath and Teal and Mark. So I've been around with them for a bit now.
Hell yeah. Sometimes when we play together, I get to be Other Mark, so that's fun. Cool, Teal.
I'm Teal, and uh, I will eventually talk a lot.
Fair enough. And Billy, welcome.
Yeah. I'm Billy. Have played a few games with a few people here. Mark and Heath, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, excited to play. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining up. So before we jump in, I'll do the calibration safety spiel. Um, I always use safety tools on Open Hearth, so we'll be using lines and veils. Lines are things that are not going to be in the game world at all ever. Veils are things that may exist in the world, but we're never going to see on screen. Those are all set up in the calibration tab on the character keeper. We have some defaults on there. We don't do trash, don't do SA, and generally keep consensual sexual content and torture off screen. Anything else that people want to throw on there, feel free, and we will elide those or work around them. There's also an interest column if there are things that people are gung-ho about. Um, this is a living document. We can always shift things to the line side if we want. If things come up in play, we'll use X card or script change. So if something comes up, we can just take a pause, say stop or X, and we will rewind, redo stuff. I'll never ask why, but I might ask clarification exactly what, so we can make sure that we get the right thing out of there. We can also, fast forward, skip through stuff or slow motion, frame by frame, all that good things. And then open door policy, of course. Players are always more important than the game. So if you ever need to step away for some reason, food, someone is coming to pick up a slider thing, but by break, if you just decide this game is not for you and want to step away forever, that is totally cool. If you are not coming back, let me know so we can work around that. Otherwise, we'll do breaks on the hour-ish unless we get super excited and completely forget. If we haven't taken a break in a while, please feel free to say, "Hey, can we take a break?" And we will do so. Um, Sick. Any questions about calibration stuff? Awesome. So this is Electric Bastionland. This is based on Chris McDowell, is from Chris McDowell, based on his Into the Odd game. We've played Mythic Bastionland before with Heath, I think is the only one that played that. We've played, I think Mouse Ritter is actually based on Into the Odd, and some other offshoots of that. This is one of the, I mean, it's about 10 years old, so saying OG is a little bit it is older than a lot of the games that we often play. And I've never played it before. So this is going to be exciting.
That's interesting because I really liked Mythic Bastionland and was not a fan of Mouse Ritter.
Interesting. Huh.
So I didn't know they were from the same
Yeah, they share
DNA.
share lineage. So Bastion, Electric Bastion Land. You are going to be playing treasure hunters, not doomed treasure hunters, fortunately. You will be starting off with a large debt, which we'll figure out what exactly that is, and you will take weird jobs in this city of Bastion. Bastion is kind of a modern fantasy, uh, electro, weird stuff. Um, it's you can think of kind of like early 20th century Mobius. There's like a everything in the city is always shifting and changing and weird. There's like a lands outside of Bastion that maybe go back in time the farther away you get, which means if you go far enough, you might get to Mythic Bastionland. There's a mythic underground connected to the city that you can take shortcuts through sometime. There's living stars, there's aliens in the city, and like constructs and mockeries, which I read about for a long time. They're like kind of like animals, but constructed, and they usually have specific purposes and stuff. And I watched a Chris McDowell interview. He's like, they're Muppets. Like, oh, okay. Everything makes sense now. Okay. So there's aliens and Muppets in this game, in addition to you. So, what we're going to do is roll up some characters and figure out who we are and what we're going to do. Basically, we're just going to roll 3d6 down the line for strength, dexterity, and charisma, and then a d6 for hit protection, not hit points, and then another d6 for how much money you have. That is the pound sign there. So you may have low ability scores. You may have 18s across the board. Um, who knows? Once we know what your ability scores and hit protection and money are, then we can figure out what your previous failed career was. Everyone's got to have a background that gives them some cool stuff. So we have a dice roller linked in the keeper on the info page using which dice. So you can use that. You can use your own dice. We're all grown-ups. I trust y'all. But basically, if you get lower ability scores, you might wind up with a cooler background with starting off with cool stuff. So that's fun. And same with like if you start off with less money or fewer hit points, you might wind up with some cool shit. On the character keeper, I didn't label them, I guess. The It'll be current and then maximum, so put the same number in both of those boxes, and it will uh, tick down the one on the left as it goes up. Maybe I'll distinguish those.
So wait, which one? The one
Uh,
on the right is maximum.
the one on the right is maximum. Yeah,
Okay.
and it'll do like max, something like that.
I did some okay rolling.
Maz,
Man.
max.
Two goods and one really bad,
Not bad.
or
Not
two
bad.
decents and one not that great. But then pretty good hit protection.
Hit protection. Yeah, so the distinction is, hit points are more like how tough are
Health.
you? Hit protection is basically your ability to not take damage. When you take damage, you'll take it off of your HP, your hit protection. Once that is gone, you'll start taking it off of your attributes, which we've seen before. If you go to exactly 0 hit points, you'll get a cool scar, which does cool things. And if you run out of all your attributes, you might die. You will die. Um, and we'll get into combat and everything when it comes up. All of the rules fit on one page. It's extremely straightforward. In fact, there's a rules summary tab, and only the left side of it is the rules. The other side is the scar table. Um, but basically, anytime we're going to do something that is dangerous, you're going to make a save against one of your abilities, roll a d20, and try to get equal or under that. If it works, great. If not, it's a bad time. And combat is auto hit, so we're never going to roll to hit. You'll have weapons, and when you say I hit that guy, you just roll damage. And same for people attacking you. Uh, it's it's nice. It's nice and quick. Um, this I don't know from experience, but my understanding is this can be a unpleasant game to be on the receiving end of combat for, and you might get killed. So we will play as written and see how that goes. I'm gonna run some preset stuff from from the sample job that Chris put together, and people might die. We don't know, so just get ready. We'll find.
Yeah, I do notice they have like right up front replacement characters. If you
Yeah.
die, roll somebody new and you come back.
Yeah, and there's like if you die, just make a new character and get in. Don't worry about making it make sense. Just do it. Like, cool. Sick. It looks like we've got everyone's stuff. So let me tell you what your failed careers are. Let's see. So I'm gonna do your lowest ability score and your highest ability score. So Heath, what are your highest and lowest?
Lowest is 7, highest is 15.
Okay, you are number 59. What's number 59? Oh no, I gotta go to that page now. Let's see. Drum roll, and you are a, did I say 59 or 57?
59.
59.
So
You
you
are
say.
a counterfeit taxidermist.
Let's find it in this long list that's
Yeah.
not arranged in any particular way.
Yeah, it's arranged in numerical order, so it should be the 59th one down, if that helps at all. I think you can just start typing in it too if you,
Oh, there we go. I got it.
yeah, boom.
Counterfeit taxidermist is what you
Yes.
said.
Investments bought you a small bit of money. Now that's gone.
And
Um,
my name is ruined.
there are some sample names if you want some. I'll paste the sample names in chat. Boop-a-doo. You can use those for inspiration or ignore them completely. Um, so start with some equipment. You get scissors, a bag of stuffing, and a book of made-up beasts. You can split that up into your equipment so it's not all one line. That's just
Well, guys,
auto-populated there. Let's see. What is your starting money?
3.
Three. So you start with what type of animal do you know everything about? That is a cat. And so you can take that on your notes down there. Cat. Take a stuffed sea cat. And what's your hit points?
My hit points is 5.
Five. How did you get found out as a fraud? You spilled all your secrets while drunk. Take a bottle of industrial rum.
This all pans out.
All right. Back to the other table. Maybe I should just open this two places. I don't know. Back up to the lookup table. There we go. Who's up next? Looks like it's Mark. Lowest ability score and highest ability score?
Lowest 9, highest 14.
Highest it's 14. Great. You are 51. 51 is front of house host. You were the face of a company. Now you're a face without a company. Um, yeah, I'll paste the sample names in there, one of which is familiar.
So it is.
Let's see. You start off with a knife, which is D6, and an apple. What's your starting money?
5.
Five. So your previous employer was a counterfeit jeweler, and you get a fake ruby. And what made you memorable? That is your hit points.
Hit points is 6.
Six. You remember, you have a ridiculous haircut.
None of the options are what you just told me
Oh, really? Well,
for both the employer and what made me memorable.
oh yeah, look at that. Oh, probably because it's going off of, I bet that's going off of Heath's. Haha. Haha. Okay.
Aha, ho, ho.
I will have to fix that in the keeper, but right now I'll just write it down for you. Let's copy paste it. How
All
about
right. Sounds
um,
good. Thank you.
go back. 51. There we go. You are a counterfeit jeweler. Bloop. Oops. There we go. Oh, violates. Oh, of course it does. I'm gonna write these in your notes instead, and then I'll fix that
All
keeper.
right. Sounds good.
And you get a ridiculous haircut. Yeah, I think those are all going off of the first column because I copy pasted. Okay, great. Looks like teal is up. Let me get back to the lookup table. Okay. What is your lowest and highest ability score?
9 and 12.
9 and 12. Let's see, you are number 31, which is a polar bounty hunter. The endless polar mists are a great place to hide. You did your best to bring the lost home one way or another. I'll give you your sample names to use or ignore as you see fit. Let's see, you start off with a poleaxe. That's cool.
Oh, fancy.
And what is your starting money?
Starting money is 4.
Great. You are, and let's look at Heath, right? Yeah. You are immune to alcohol and other toxins. And what is your hit points?
6.
Say that again.
6.
Ooh, 6. Let's see. You had, oh no. High hit points get you fun things like sea thirst. You can only survive on fresh water. Or you can only survive on salt water. Fresh water does not quench you.
Hmm.
That's unfortunate.
That's what you get when you got high hit points. And last but not least, get back to the table, and we have Billy. What are your high and low? Oh.
12 and 8.
Ooh, 12
Should
and
be number
8.
30 if my book is, if I'm looking at it correctly.
8 and 12. Yep, number 30. Number 30 is all right in the middle, kind of. Number
Oh, I have
30.
two choices apparently.
Ooh. I think we're going with the first one, amateur amputator.
That's the one I would choose.
Yeah.
Mm,
Not trained in the finesse stuff, major structural work only. And if you're looking at the book, you have the names. You start off with a bone saw and some ether. Your starting money is, let's see, what unsettled your patience?
6.
Your eyesight. You have very thick glasses. You cannot see well without them. And what did you bring to work? Hit
I
points.
have 5 hit points. Hit
Oh.
protection.
You have a hook in place of your offhand. Hit protection.
Doctor
Hit
with a
protection.
hook for a hand.
That's why you're a failed one, I guess. What can I do? Sure, everyone's got. Make this bigger. I don't know. Yeah, I'll tweak this keeper a little bit, make it a little bit nicer. But this is what we got. Oh, all right. Cool. Who is our youngest player?
not me.
Maybe Mark or Billy, I'm guessing.
I just turned
I'm 4.
34.
Oh, it's you.
All right. Let's see. Billy, can you check the checkbox next to your failed career?
I can.
Great. Let's see. You are, as a group, in debt for 10,000 new pounds to Deb Worldkiller.
Oh, Deb.
You technically owe her money from a cult membership you don't remember agreeing to. The way the game works is that you are going to try to get jobs to pay off that debt to Deb Worldkiller for your cult membership. Um, if you don't, it'll probably be bad. There's not really a specific time limit on it, but getting money is gonna be good. Um, Let's see, anything else we want to talk about before? Um, tagging bonuses, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we'll talk about combat when we get to combat. Yeah, yeah. There's equipment lists if you want to buy stuff. I don't think anyone has enough money to buy anything beyond a sandwich right now.
I've got
Um,
3 pounds, buddy.
yeah, yeah. You can buy a beer. That's about it. Um, cool, 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 cool. Got that. So, any questions about your characters beyond
Yeah.
just
So what species can we be?
um it's open. Most people are human. If you, I think like being an alien or a mockery, that would be like a separate career, but there's really no reason you can't be. So if you uh, feel compelled, I have no problem with that.
Okay. I'm gonna poke around the rules and
Yeah.
see what seems interesting.
And you could be like a lizard guy or a weird talking dog or there's it's not super strict about what you can be.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the failed careers is good dog, where you are just a dog.
Yeah,
So
one of them I really like too is like you're a group of urchins.
Yeah. I think one of them is conjoined twins as well. Uh, yeah, lots. Yeah, you can basically be whatever you like. Um, cool. So, I have the map. Yeah, there's the map. Cool. So,
Quick
over.
question.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Did I miss it? Did every like I when we did me, I filled out those 2 things about I got my stuffed cat and spilled my secrets.
yeah, yeah.
Did everybody
Those
else
were. Yeah,
fill
everyone
those
else
out?
has those, but their drop downs, I did not do correct.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's what's in pasted below.
Yeah, they're
I
all
got you.
looking at your
Oh, right. Got you.
your career for that lookup. So I need to figure out what formula I did.
Now I see what's up.
Oh, I know. There's some hidden rows at the bottom that, haha, the hidden rows have your cool stuff. They just your drop down's just not looking at them. Okay, um, that's an easy fix. I'll do that later because it's not fun right now. Sweet. Any other questions about stuff before we jump into it? Find our thing. Cool. So we are, if we look at the burrow map, can I share just that screen? Let me see. Screen. They moved all the screen sharing stuff. Share. Mm, allow. Does that desktop there? Yeah. Can everyone see that? Yeah, look at that. So this is the Strait burrow. Uh, Basically, so Bastion is vast, sprawling, and weird, and things are being changed and updated all the time. No one's really sure who's in charge. There's not like a mayor or a king or anything, but there's lots of like little committees and bureaucracies and uh, weird electropunk Brazil stuff going on. Um, so the main things how do I do this? Instead of like a map, it's kind of a point crawl almost. There are routes of transportation and then things at the intersections of those routes. So there are several means of transportation in the Strait Borough. There's an elevated rail system here in red that does this loop here. There's the Rust Canal, which does this loop here, and they cross over different points. Um, Things change all the time, and often just getting from point to point can be trouble, uh, much less when you get there at all. This map looks like hackers got to it or something. There's some other lines that aren't available yet, but they will probably open up as we explore the city. Who knows what's there or what they are? Um,
Cats, sea cats, they're everywhere.
yeah. This is not the entirety of Bastion, of course. This is just the straight borough. If we go north, south, east, west, there will be more city. If we go down, there will be underground. If we go far enough to the a direction, we'll get to the outer lands, which are weirder and dangerous, sir. And I think the only thing that I kind of nailed down about this is that the borough to the east, across the river there, there's not really war per se, but there's a lot of inter-district kerfuffle going on right now, and getting over there is not going to be particularly easy if you ever need to get over there. But for now, you're happy in Strait. That's where you're from. That's where you've been. So, do this is a dumb question, I think, but do any of these 4 points feel like a compelling place for you to start off at? Does this geometry speak to you at all?
I
About
vote
that,
bottom left.
I've always been a bottom left kind of person. Yeah.
Bottom left,
yeah, the
great,
little line, yeah.
fantastic.
Just feels good, like the way things, feel there. The lines come together.
Great. Well, we are in luck because that is Pandemonium Shores. Um, this is just an image dropped into the sheet. Maybe I'll set up Albert or something so we can edit it. Or you can this keeper is you're welcome to do what you want with it. It is yours now. So feel free to mark it up as you will. But yeah, Pandemonium Shores is where we're starting. So let me write that down so I don't forget. Um,
Looks like Heath's making his hand off.
Great. So, y'all, there you all are. Great. So y'all are in debt. Y'all looking for a job, and good for me. I have. Oh, where did I set up my tools? Oh yeah, there's a conductor tab. That's for me. Um, don't change anything in the conductor tab, I guess. The rest of these stars are all yours. These worlds are all yours, except for the conductor. I'll move it all the way to the right and make it gray. Black. Do not touch. Um, cool. So, I think since it is, oh yeah, we all have names. Let's do a quick round of introductions of characters, I guess, even though we talked through most of it. Let's just go through left to right, starting with Heath.
What was left to right, starting with me? Sorry.
I'm just going to do quick character introductions. If you have anything you wanted to say about them, name, pronouns.
Gotcha. Yes, I'm Clancy, the counterfeit taxidermist. Counterfeit. Some people call me. I don't call me that. It's bullshit. He's a he him, and he's got a stuffed sea cat, which was the last of its kind before they went extinct. That he's willing to sell you for the low price of 100 pounds.
Ooh, that's a bargain. Cool. Thank you, Clancy. And if folks want to rename their Zoom names as well, make it easy for me to see who's who. Awesome. Mark, what do we have?
Yeah, I am playing Cyndy, she, her. Um, yeah, it really sucks when your employer gets arrested for selling fake gems and you're out of a job. And
Mm.
your hair certainly didn't help me get another job. So here I am.
What does your ridiculous haircut look like?
Oh gosh, I'm still thinking about it, but I saw a picture of somebody who had a haircut. It was like a mohawk, except it was shaped like in the form of a gecko with like shaved like arms into the head, and that just
Uh,
spoke to me, but I'm not sold 100% yet on that.
I love it. Cool. Teal, who do we have?
I'm still working on this. Um,
We can come back to you.
okay.
Let's jump to Billy.
Yeah, I'm playing Dent. They um failed as an amateur amputator. I imagine they are kind of a maybe not tall, but very round. Still wears their kind of smock. That's where they keep their working rags, as we call it in the business, of course. And yeah, of course, the one thing that you would be drawn to besides the Coke bottle eyeglasses they wear is probably the rusty hook on the left hand.
Mm, rusty, delicious.
That was my
Um,
first job.
it's got if you do it for the love, you got to start somewhere, I guess. Great. Do I need to say anything else about play? Yeah. Um, sweet, sweet. So, we are starting off at Pandemonium Shores, which is that lower left dot there. I think since Dent is the youngest, uh, I think we're gonna have a connection for you, bringing you a lovely job for everyone to sink into. Um, great, great. Um, fantastic. I'm gonna take a look at that map again. Oh, I have my own map I should be looking at because it's got different things on it. There we go. Cool. Actually, this is gonna be great. One of your buds, what's their name? I bet I have names here. Do I have a name generator? I do. Your name is your contact's name is Annie Mode, Ani Mode. Um, and she heard that you are having some trouble, and they got a weird request through the grapevine, and they are super not interested in it, but thought that someone in your desperate straits might be. Annie's kind of laid back, has a little bit of a drawl. She's got some South South Bastion accent. Um, and Annie is actually she is actually an alien. She has little curly horns that are probably more like antennae. They're a little bit wobbly. And so she says she's got someone over by the chop block. It's filth. Like these humans are, they call themselves the Worm Girls. Um, and I don't know if I believe them, but they say they have money. So, um, if you want to get some money, they might be able to help you out. They're looking for some kind of special worm, I think. So if just head over to Chop Block, look for Club Dirt. Worm Girls will definitely be there. Um, yeah, so that's your lead. Um, Fortunately, the Chop Block is very close. Is one stop to the east. um, on the Rust Canal. So all you have to do is get yourself on a barge and hop on over to the chop block. Do we have? Oh, we do. Yes. Teal, do you want to tell us about your treasure hunter?
So I'm trying to figure out how to exactly explain this, but um, my treasure hunter is ZRX4. Um, basically, I was created to be a companion for a polar bounty hunter. and I am basically a repurposed carousel horse that has had wheels added and has instead of a so I don't have a poleaxe. What I've got is I've got a unicorn type horn that's got a chainsaw
I love it. That's great.
or a circular saw. So basically, if you point me in a particular direction, I can do poleaxe stuff, and I can be ridden, although I'm not gigantic, of course.
Of course, of course. Um, Great. Um, where where can each of you be found here at Pandemonium Shores? Let's do a paint the scene of like what odd thing at Pandemonium Shores do you find yourself drawn to just before we take off here? And the entirety of canon right now is the name is Pandemonium Shores. So
I think I'm just on the boardwalk, hawking, trying to sell this one of a kind, unique stuffed sea cat. I don't want to get rid of it. I just find myself in dire straits, and it's my only valuable possession, which is why I'm letting it go for the low, low price of 100 pounds, which is a steal. Anyone? Anyone? No, no one.
they're used to this nonsense.
So what is it you're selling?
A stuffed sea cat that was the last of its kind. They were going extinct, and I was trying to get him to breed. I fed him the best food. I tried to extend his life, but no, he was the last one. And then when he died, I had him stuffed.
So 0x4 rolls up to you and with his little speaker box voice, a single salty tear rolls out of his eye. And he says, or their eye, and they say, "This reminds me so much of being at the circus. I miss the circus days. Children riding on you with glee and peeing on your back and popcorn and so many good presents. That looks such a lovely present. I have no money. Goodbye." 0x4 rolls a little ways away and stares lovingly at the stuffed sea cat.
Actually, this raises a question: like, do we all? We're all in debt to the same person for a collective debt, right?
Yeah, you all bought into the Deb Worldkiller claims that you all bought
Right.
into a cult. None of you remember agreeing to that, but Deb Worldkiller definitely does. She's pretty adamant about getting paid back, so you all are in this shenanigans together. What else do we see at Pandemonium Shores?
So 0x4 says to Clancy, "Are you here for the meeting of those condemned by that foul world killer lady? I was just standing in a hallway and she slapped a sticker on my bum and it's still there. And I don't know why, but she seems to think that I owe her money now."
Same. Although I woke up after a night of intense drinking and I don't remember what happened. It's entirely possible I joined a cult. Would not be the weirdest thing I've done when I was drunk. The
I have
most
not
costly. But hey, it is what it is, right?
Oh, of course not. This is the typical fraudulent behavior of those who would sell us as mere uh, merchandise.
Unlike this genuine, unique, rare sea cat, I cannot seem to unload.
It's so lovely. I love it so much. I wish I could afford it.
Yeah, you have a good eye. Two of them, in
Actually, I
fact.
have two glass eyes, but
Yes.
you know.
What about Dent or Sydney? Cindy.
Yeah, I think Cindy, in a less stationary way than Clancy, is walking down the boardwalk and approaches any couple or triple or whomever, anybody who seems romantically involved with each other. Oh, thank you for changing my name. Um, and just being like, "Oh, are you ready to propose? I have this beautiful ruby here, just £1,000. That's less expensive than what you would pay at a jewelry store." Um, Basically just trying to find any sucker to buy this fake art. And
Yeah,
mostly couples who look particularly happy with each other.
it's gonna be
Or
rough to find anyone here, I think. Unfortunate.
I think
nobody happy enough. Yeah.
when I see you're having trouble, I think I'm like side up and go like, I can't even get rid of a unique rare sea cat for £100, and you want 1,000? You might rethink your price.
I mean, it's do you think Clancy and Cyndy know each other?
Oh yeah, I think you're all
Oh, we all know each other?
by this point you do. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Since we're all
I'd be
kind of in
like,
collective debt, yeah, I figure we have
yeah,
to somewhat know each other as a group, I
right.
would think.
I'll be like, hey, look, like, they don't they don't know that this is
Oh no, no, I
a
know.
real
I'm
room.
just saying I wouldn't be able to sell this for 100.
I mean,
You should not
hey,
sell objects. We are free. Free objects. Free all the objects.
Yeah, but we have a
like,
debt to pay, and if we don't, we will be dead objects.
and this object doesn't have any sentience.
Have you asked it?
Also, I'll look at it and be like, hey, I'll be like, hey, fake Ruby, you alive in there? I'll tap it.
There is no response.
This one doesn't have sentience anymore. But
Dent, anything fun at Pandemonium Shores?
Yeah, I think that we see Dent being aggressively kicked out of an actual medical facility that he's trying to. Obviously, I can do the same thing, but for a lot cheaper. And for some reason, they don't like when I walk in and I try to tell people that to save them money. So
People
I don't
just
know what their problem is.
people just don't know a good bargain around here.
So
And
many good
the aforementioned sticker from Deb Worldkiller is on his hook hand.
What's the cult call that you all signed up for, presumably?
Okay, I got it. If people will permit some silliness, the Church of Universal Life Today, or CULT.
I love that. Great. Church of Universal Life Today. Fantastic. Um,
parentheses, we're not a cult.
Not a cult.
Not a cult.
Which is another acronym. Uh, Sweet. After a while, we get there's a few barges going clockwise around the circuit, which you are welcome to take, but it will be quite some time before you get to the chop block. And eventually, we do get a barge going the correct direction, and no, it's not plugged in. Um, it is, kind of a wide, flat, um, kind of corrugated plastic boat. Looks like it's good for, a dozen people or so. It's getting pushed along by what would you call him? The guy, the canaleteer, barge master,
Gon-
uh,
Gondolier.
gondolier, kind of, yeah. The Morrison. Morrison Mutando is the gondolier's name. Morrison is very dramatic. A few people get off and he tearfully bids them goodbye, waving a dirty, it's not a handkerchief, it's like an oil rag or something. And once they get off, he bids you, welcome citizens of Bastion to the finest barge on the Rust Canal. Your gondolier today is myself, Morrison Mutando. Where do I have the pleasure of taking you all today?
Chop block.
Oh, well, uh, unfortunately, short acquaintance we'll be having, I'm afraid. Um, but the day is short and my hours are long, so he pushes off from the side of the canal. The canal is. Why do they call this the Rust Canal?
Hmm.
I'll ask you. I have some ideas, but
Do we think there's like clearly there's some kind of water, right?
yeah.
So I mean, I just think it's all under the water is corroded junk. People can add whatever they want to that, but that sounds disgusting enough.
Yeah, and probably pretty treacherous as well.
Oh yeah,
Um,
sharp,
but Morrison
everything.
is an expert. He's been doing this for quite some time. He has fans. He sells merch out of the back of the barge, and he pushes off, and it's slow going. This is just a guy with a pole, and for for very normal people heading out, and it. But even though he's going slow, it doesn't take too long. Maybe about 20 minutes
I,
before. Yeah, go.
I have some interaction.
Yes, please do.
Good sir, you have such a lovely oily rag there. Could you perhaps polish my backside?
I'm afraid that my job is to push the barge. If someone else were to attempt to do so, they may run into some dangers, but I'm always willing to help if someone can help me out. Or I could lend someone else my rag and they could give this fine horse oh, it's not Tavri, is it? It's
Oh, I'm sorry, I need to change my
this fine horse a shine.
CRX4. Okay, where's my information?
Does anyone else offer to take up the gondoliering and or wipe down ZRX4?
I will
I'm
wipe
gonna,
down ZRX4 if they are okay with that. I have one good hand.
And as you go, um, Morrison starts like extemporizing a some sort of free verse to the beauty and shininess of your lacquered coat. Um, but before too long, the canal narrows to, I mean, to a point where the barge cannot continue for sure. It almost becomes a trickle. It becomes like about a foot wide. Does not seem to be any less deep. There's still water, rusty, disgusting water flowing through it. Um, but Morrison says, from here, what do you propose? I would return to the shores, but I don't wish to leave your company just yet.
Is it possible for me to what is the composition of the things narrowing the
It's just like it's got c concrete and rebar. It's
uh,
not great, sort of crumbling, but it does like it narrows down like this to a small channel.
and how much difference is there between the channel and the size of our boat?
I mean, the boat is probably a good 8 or 9 feet across the
So
barge.
quite difficult. Yes. I just as a exploratory move, I will start trying to slowly chainsaw, and tip my head down and chainsaw the concrete to see how vulnerable it is.
Ooh,
just
interesting.
just testing.
Um, let's roll some dice. I'm actually gonna need a charisma save from you.
Oh, okay. And what kind of dice do I roll?
This is gonna be a D20. You want to hit your charisma or under.
Oh, okay. Challenging.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a 1 is always a success, a 20 is always a failure.
Got it. So
Uh,
7. So
seven,
that's it.
great.
Markel.
Yeah, so there is a police presence.
Uh-oh.
I think we're still in Pandemonium Shores, and the Pandemonium Shores Beautification Agency has security guards. They are dressed smartly and sharply in very incredibly mismatched uniforms, and they kind of like they wander up to you and uh, I'm sorry, um, horse.
Yes.
What's happening here?
I'll be
I
like,
was
they
going
have a name.
Oh, can I see
That's
some ID,
fine.
please?
Who are they talking to?
I think they're still talking to ZRX.
Uh,
I was merely doing a little bit of tending to the shore. The shore is a little narrow right here.
Yes, it is. Are you attempting to smooth it out?
I was, yes.
Oh, well, beautiful. Carry on then. And they walk away whistling and s- twirling their batons. You're not going to make a lot of progress on it,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And Morrison seems to be uh, he seems to be sinking into a kind of melancholy at the prospect of having to leave you here.
Well, I'll pause after a little while. Eh, I believe my equipment is not up to this task.
Oh,
Dear Morrison,
were that it were. If there were any way I could continue along with you, I would, to the ends of the earth or to your destination at least.
I mean, you could walk with us.
I am, my good lady, I'm a gondolier, not a walker. And although I do adore your particular company today, there are many, many others whose day will be brightened by my presence. So
may
you
I
are
give
more than
you
welcome to join me unless we can figure out a way to get across here. For merely another half hour in your presence would mean the world to me, whether it is to your final destination or back to the shores. Of course, if you want to go the long way around, why, we could spend all day together in frivolity and chatting.
You are an
If the,
irascible flirt.
Oh, you.
I mean, if the long way is the only way, then it is the way, is it not?
It is a very long way.
sadly, we must depart, for we are on a schedule of at least uh, some fraction of time, which we do not understand fully. Uh,
Hmm. Who understands time in these days?
uh, not I. But you were such a warm and loving person. I, I can offer a single salty tear.
Hmm. Does do you produce tears?
Salty tears, yes.
Fantastic. He places his eye gently under your his finger under your glistening eye and
Yeah.
um, mm, saltier than the canal water itself. Well,
Morrison, my good man, would you share a swig of this industrial rum with me?
of course. I
For your great gondoliering.
yes, I'd be honored to. He will take a swig of your rum.
May your gondoliering bring brightness to as many as you've brought to us.
And may I see you again on your return, should you come this way again. And he like bows deeply and ushers you off the barge.
We'll brook no other gondoliers if we
Well,
can.
there are many others, but brook what you will. Um, so, um, there's always a way to get somewhere in Bastion. Um, if the proper way is not available for some reason, there's always a shortcut. In which case, it is walking this time. And so we will see you walking along the canal towards the chop block. We are on the hour, perfect time. Let's take five, and we'll come back and see what our stroll brings us. And I will pause the recording. All right. Um, so here on the Rust Canal, just outside of Pandemonium Shores, um, yeah, a lot of the architecture here is like the rest of Bastion, eclectic, but here in Pandemonium Shores, doubly so, I think. It's almost like I was just about to describe steampunk in a really roundabout way. It's like cyberpunk, only old. Um, but like more electrical, more lots of different machine noises and like are animals or machines? Hard to tell. Dirty but sparking. And you're able to follow the canal for a little while until um, you know the canal is to be traversed by boat. And although there are a few short scenic walks, you come to a point where the canal butts right up against the buildings on either side. Um, and looking down the canal, it goes a bit that way. You could theoretically swim or wade, question mark, um, or fight another way around. Um, what is your inclination here?
I don't want to get in that gross water.
Probably a bad idea.
There's got to be a way around.
And there are people everywhere as well. So if you ever need to uh, talk to someone, we can grab someone off the street. It is a bustling city.
Sure, we can just make a way, maybe.
So where exactly do we need to go? Do we need to get to?
So to the east, there's the chop block. So it's probably another, by barge, another half hour ish.
And the gondola couldn't get by just because the
Just
canal
because
got too cluttered.
it narrowed down. The actual canal itself just like looks like it was designed that way for some reason. Don't know. Seems like a bad design. Someone should probably talk to someone about that, but
And we can't just like walk down the canal shore or whatever. On the
you
edges.
were walking along the shore for a while, but now it's like the canal just goes between two buildings, like the
Gotcha.
Venice style.
Dig it.
I mean, the buildings are, residential, there's shops, there's not really office buildings in this area, but, they exist. And there are streets, of course, that go around. You'd be wandering around a unfamiliar neighborhood, but, that's adventure, right? What would you like to
So do
do?
we actually know like where this place is?
You have a general idea, like the neighborhood.
Are there any?
Like if you were in New York and you haven't been to the Upper West Side or something, you've heard of it. You just haven't gotten up there yet.
Any
Uh,
cats around?
Oh yeah.
Aha! Well, you see, I know everything about cats. I know cats often know the best ways they can find. They'll know if you follow a cat. That's our best idea. Follow a cat.
Ooh, you follow a cat.
It'll get us around this. They know what they're doing. They know all the nooks and crannies, alleys.
I like your gumption. Um, is everyone down for that plan? Follow a cat.
That's what I recommend to the group.
Oh, great.
Follow a
It,
cat.
yeah.
You can't go wrong following a cat. Trust me.
Never go wrong. Um, how do you just pick a random cat and follow it, or do you try to engage with one in any way?
Um, yeah. I mean, I'll try to like find one that's going. Looks like it's heading the general direction we want to go,
Yeah.
and then I'll give it some pets and I don't think I have any
Yeah.
food.
I
Don't
think
think it
you're
wants any rum.
no, I mean you never know. But I think it takes to you. It has a bell, like a little string, like a almost like a friendship bracelet around its neck. No name tag or anything. It's a little scruffy, what do you call it? Multicolor short hair, city cat. And it'll like rub up against you, let you scratch it or something, and then tootle off.
So I'm petting
Um,
it. I'll be like, my good, my good feline. We need a guide to the chop block. Show us the way.
and it leads you, through some neighborhoods. You have to, climb over a fence or two here and there. Um, and eventually, you know what? There's no snap to that. Great. I love it. Yeah, you get a little bit lost, I think. Um, but
You're
it
never
eventually
lost when you're following a cat.
never get lost where you're following a cat. It does lead you eventually to a group of people who it may belong to. It goes up to them and starts interacting in a friendly way. There's about 10 of them. They are um, simply dressed. They have like they're dressed like they have like oversized boots and gloves, and their outfits are like canvas and leather, kind of evoking like gardener or butcher, something like that. Dirty but not filthy. Like it looks like they've been working. And they're all, a combination of men, women, and a kid. Uh, the common thing, I think they are all like not emaciated, but a lot thinner than your average, citizen of Bastion is. I think it's the kid the cat goes up to, and she you, grabs it and picks it up and starts petting it, and starts to put it up to her mouth. With one of the adults kind of like knocks her hand away. Let me double check. Great, yeah. Um, no harm to animals. It's fine. But it's not getting eaten. The adult knocks his hand away. He's like, ah. And I think that adult sees you following the cat with interests, and she just says, "Welcome, traveler. What can I help you with anything?"
Oh yes, this cat was just guiding us to the chop block.
Oh, of course, the chop block. Many fine delicacies there. Uh, we have uh, we have come from there, and we will be returning. But if you would like to join us, we could enjoy pleasures along the way.
I look to the rest of the group, companions, see what they think.
I'm gonna look at Clancy and be like, I think we're gonna be mugged.
You said there's a child in this group?
Yeah, the child was the one the cat went up to.
Right.
And who almost ate the cat.
I'm going to roll up to the child. Hello. Would you like a carousel ride?
Can I ride the horse? Can I ride the horse? And like the adult kind of like looks at you for assent and picks up the child and puts it on your back.
Yep.
And she kind of like does the giddy up motion.
I start moving forward.
Like and leans like when she like leans forward, she kind of like gnaws on your mane a little bit. Like it doesn't do anything. It's just a
I'm a
kid
carousel
chewing
horse. I'm
on
used to this.
wood, or is it wood or fiberglass or metal or
I'm actually
Weird.
an actual painted wooden horse um, with some sort of probably synthetic rope mane and stuff.
great? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't damage you at all, but it's
Yeah.
you know, and I'm sure children have chewed on you in the past.
Yeah.
Um,
They've had
Oh,
worse.
and
peeing, pooping.
yeah, the woman introduces herself. My name is Dossie. This is my daughter Cherry. Um, are you pilgrims as well?
Never been called a pilgrim. What defines a pilgrim?
And she's kind of like at the back of the group, and they're kind of like moving along. Um, oh, we are pilgrims of the Master Phaser. We are seeking the gluttony machine in the underground.
Oh, interesting.
If you would like to join us, the more the merrier. Unlimited supply of whatever you desire.
That sounds wonderful. And also, as a keen business person, makes me a little suspicious as well, is that you never get something for nothing.
Oh, no, I don't imagine you would.
What do they want in return for this unlimited
It's not
everything?
said.
Oh,
We only know of its bounty, but the costs, I'm sure, will be either paid or forgiven once we get there.
is that on the way to the chop block?
Eventually. Have you been to the underground before?
That's a good question. Have we?
I
I
mean,
have that.
it is so to describe the underground is let me the principles of the underground. It connect like everything in Bastion is connected to the underground. Um, Everything is kind of a test or a trial down there.
Hmm.
It kind of like it sits just beneath reality, is how it's described. Um, Distances are very weird. They're not exactly like distance and time both are variable once you go down there, and they don't seem to follow a lot of laws of reality. But you can get pretty much anywhere to anywhere through the underground. And it's kind of like a weird, upside down reflection of Bastion. Um, it is man-made, but warped in some way. If any of you have played Heart, it's not that bad, but um, it's a weird place. And they see that seems to be their destination.
I think we just want to get to the chop block.
We unfortunately do have a bit of a time frame on our business.
Ah, yes. Time is of the essence, I suppose. Um,
Anyway, if y'all want something you can offer to your unlimited desire machine,
Ooh.
I got this ruby for 1,000.
You know what? Give me a charisma save. My laptop is not plugged in and it's about to die. So make that save and we'll be right back.
Sure.
All right, rolling under, right?
Yeah, 20 D20 under your charisma.
There we go.
20 under. All right, here we go. 7. I did it.
Nice.
Hey,
Christmas 14.
um, yeah. Let me roll a die. Um, they confer for a moment. And one of the older, thinner gentlemen from the front comes. He's a bit shorter than you are, like thinning gray hair. He's got kind of like I think someone who wasn't a jeweler might mistake him for like a jeweler's outfit, but it's some like more of a tinkerer or mechanic, I think he's dressed
Mhm.
as. And he takes the stone and looks it over and looks up at you, and like a thin, papery voice is just like, where is this from, girl?
Oh, my employer went out of business, and as uh, what's the word I'm looking for? A parting um, remuneration, just gave this to me. But you can't really split this, So like kind of need cash
And you are willing to part with it.
for 1,000 new pounds.
And he uh, reaches into like one of his little pockets and puts on some tiny little glasses and fishes around for another pocket in one of his coats, and eventually pulls out a tiny pad and like almost a little golf pencil and scratches some stuff down on it. Puts the pencil behind his ear and gives you the piece of paper. Um, the piece of paper has a name on it. Um, I'll write it down. Uh, the name is Parthia Yelric. Um, it says Parthia Yelric chop block, um, 1,000 pounds, and a scribble of a signature. And on the other side, he has drawn a little map. Um, it's twisty and weird, but mostly legible. And he says, I will find find the person I just named, find Parthia in the chop block here. They will deliver the full price to you.
So I'm supposed to just give this off to you, and I get a piece of paper.
What is money but a promise?
Any way for me to figure out if this is legit or not,
Ugh.
or some kind of
Let me take a look at it.
sense motive type of thing?
Yeah, it looks legit.
Do you think have any of you heard of the pilgrims of what did I call them? Pilgrims of the
Something phage.
Master Phaser. Have any of you heard of them before? There are a million weird religions and cults in Bastion, so it's possible or possible not.
So I think 0x4 mostly just knows about things that children talk about. And then, of course, I was repurposed to aid in northern hunting, but so I know the hunting trade and children's games.
I feel like I might have, just because before I became ruined, I think they were good people to sell counterfeit taxidermy to, because they're always mobile. So I knew they wouldn't be in
Hmm.
the area for very long.
Yeah.
Because they're always like moving through areas. It's like, oh, hey, buy it. And then they move through and they're gone. And then I'm gone. And
Yeah. And
so,
I think a chop block is close enough that like you don't recognize the name or anything, but I think they have a reputation of being more trustworthy than average, which you know,
Yeah, in fact, I think I'd say to Cindy, I'd be like, for what it's worth, which probably isn't much, I have done this kind of deal with a pilgrim before, and it worked out for me. I did get the money in the end, but I mean, obviously, they could all be individuals. I don't know. You know, I'm not saying somebody couldn't scam you by using that trust, but I did sell a a lizard cat to a pilgrim who gave me a promissory note like that. I did go find the contact, and they paid me the full price for the lizard cat.
Well, all right, Clancy. I trust you in spite of. I'll just sort of wave my hand at him. At him. Like, all right, all right, all right.
he
I'll hand
presses
over
it
the ruby.
in your hand, takes the ruby, and puts it in one of his pockets, and just like gives you a little nod. Thank you, thank you. May you eat well, and they will all proceed off in a different direction than the map indicates. Um, if you follow the map, it does, in fact, I mean, it takes a little while winding around weird, um, like there's a weird like beauty school nearby and some odd fruit vendors. But eventually you do, you know, the district changes, not the district changes, the neighborhood changes, and you have found your way into the chop block. Um, Chop block is interesting because it. Do we have any other notes for the chop block? Um, yeah, it's kind of you see more graffiti, I think, as you get to the chop block. Um, and yeah, you know it as chop block. There are, I think it is mostly populated by like junk shops, salvagers. Um, folks come here to sell junk, find weird things that other people might have brought. Um, I think it's probably who would know this the best. Mm, I think Dent might know this the best, um, just because of the nature of the business. There's basically like two. I'm not gonna say gangs, but clans maybe of kind of like rival uh, junkers who they try not to cause they try to keep their own customers from trouble, but it's a little bit of a messy situation. But you're able to find, and this is just like it gives an apartment basically, and there is a young man there. And he just walk up and he will look at the note, nod and go to a little a locked wooden box and pull out like 1,000 new pounds in various sizes of crumpled bills, um, which you may put in your pocket.
Sweet.
And he will, eat well, and send you on your way. Uh, if you ask him, he does know where Club Dirt is. It's hard to miss. It's noisy and nearby. Um, so yeah, he's like down the block that way, turn left, maybe there. Um, the area here is the streets aren't paved as well. Pretty broken up, and in in the few blocks area that you're traveling to, the streets basically give way to like it's like mud with like plywood boardwalks put over the walkways between buildings, so you can actually get there. It's dirty and muddy, um, and once you head in that direction a little bit, the It is not difficult to find. It's probably getting to be evening-ish time, and you can hear um, drum heavy, uh, amplified music coming from this place. Um, there's a large warehouse-looking building that has a spray painted sign just says Club Dirt, Dirt all caps. There's lights going on inside. Clearly, music is coming from there. There's a few other buildings with signs, and I'm just gonna give you a screenshot of this because um, none of it is difficult to suss out. Let's see chat. So these few blocks, like Club Dirt is there. There's a few other dirt themed buildings and a experimental vegetable patch. Um, but all of the like in these streets and in the patch, in fact, there's just like dirty people just kind of trance dancing to the music coming out of Club Dirt. Um, what would you like to do?
And was I supposed to meet Annie here?
Oh no, Annie was the one who just pointed you in this direction.
Just
Yeah,
tip me off. Okay.
yeah. She's like, talk to the worm girls. They'll hook you up.
And the worm girls are supposed to be in Club Dirt?
They're supposed to be in Club Dirt. Yeah.
Hopefully we won't miss them. I say we start looking.
Just head in there.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I stop off at the Library of Moles and meet you at Club Dirt?
you definitely can.
Yeah, I'll get the details on the job.
Just always try to know more about moles.
Moles are a good thing to know about.
Mhm.
This book of totally legitimate animals. I
So-
know a
so-
lot about cats, but I don't know much about moles.
VRX4 rolls up to Cyndy. I think that you should ride on top of me. We will make quite a splash at the club.
I mean, I can never say no to a ride. Like, you think we're looking for literal worms?
I have no idea that. I mean, I'm very familiar with jelly worms because the children would rub them into my skin, but other than that, no concept.
I love the sour ones. Dent, do you have any idea who we're actually looking for?
The only thing that I got is worm girls, and he's looking down at his little note, and then he looks up and he goes, a 50-50 shot that they're actual worm people or they're just normal people called worm girls. I'm sure all will be answered upon our entrance.
So if Cyndy gets up on top of 0x4, I will move into the dancing crowd, and I will make periodic nay, nay, nay.
Um, the it's dirty and noisy in there, like dirty and dirty. But the worm girls are actually not too hard to find. There's four young women sitting around a rickety old wooden table in the far corner, like northeast corner. Um, and they seem to be like kind of like leaning in and whispering to each other. And there's also an old man wearing a blindfold that is engaged in conversation. He looks like if there was a head of a table, he looks like he might be sitting at it, but they're all just kind of like muttering to each other. Not they're the only ones not dancing, I think is the tip off.
Yeah, well, I'll go right up to him
And
while
we-
everybody's frolicking or reading.
And they like as you walk up, the four of them turn to you in unison. Um, Their the description is imagine teenage goths, but idolizing filth instead of sullenness. So there's dirty club kids. Um, and I think in one voice they just say hello. Um, let's jump to the Library of Moles. Um, so the Library of Moles is right across from the vegetable patch there. The dance party kind of spills out into the streets, but the the library is not a building. It is a fenced-in area with
Oh.
mounds of dirt, and there are still some folks in there kind of chilling, kind of sitting around digging in the dirt as well. You don't see any books.
I I came to learn about moles. Is there some resource where I can become more of an expert on moles?
I think that there's a young man, scruffy, curly, dirty hair. This guy looks at us like, dig in, man.
Well, what am I digging in for?
You want to learn about moles, right? And
Sure.
he sticks his hand in a pile and pulls one out. It's kind of there's not a small one. It's like big. It's got a little star shape. And he just like fusses with it and sometimes holds it up to his ear and throws it back eventually.
I'll try to dig up a mole. Why not? Win in chop block.
Ooh, I'm gonna 1 to 5.
Fit in the library of moles.
He looks up and says, "Chop block." What do you mean chop block?
No, I mean I didn't even sing out loud. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
I was narrating my own actions.
Got it.
Went in chop block, try to fit in, like they said. All right, sure.
Um, let's make a dex save. When you
Hey.
thrust your hand into a mole pile.
I'd made it.
Yeah. It doesn't take too long. The dirt is loose and a little bit warm. But you are able to get a mole without getting bitten or clawed. And again, there is not a lot differentiating moles from one another. It's just a blind little gray guy wiggling around in your hand.
Yes. So, what is the protocol here in the library of moles? We catch a mole and then we put the
Read it.
mole back. Oh, sorry, what?
Read it.
Read the mole?
Yeah.
I've never read a mole before. Is there any, do you just look at it and
You can't read it with your eyes, man.
what do I read it with? School me in the way of mole reading. You're obviously an expert.
I'm not, oh man, I'm not even a student yet.
Oh,
I still got these in here.
what? Your eyes?
Yeah, man, you can't read a mole with eyes. I'm not taking mine out yet, but I'm just getting the feel for it.
So tell me what more about the history of the library of moles. What is I'm new to the area here. It's the first library of moles I've seen.
That's the only library moles that I know of.
Oh,
And he's like, got this like big, broad, Santa Cruz smile kind of.
all right. Well, here I'll read.
Dilated pupils a little bit.
Do I close my eyes to read the mole?
Yeah.
Is that how it works? All right. Oh,
Just roll a d20 for me.
11.
I think this guy might just be crazy. It's just a warm wiggling mole.
Sure.
It's like can't get it on your first shot. I mean, almost no one gets it on their first shot. I've been here for 6 months and I'm still looking forward to it.
What does it mean if the mole said you are the one?
You're the
Does that
one
make any
what?
sense? I mean, I don't know. I was trying to read the mole, and the mole told me you were the one.
I'm the one?
That's what the mole said.
I'm the one?
I'm just telling you what the mole said.
And he like digs both hands in. He's like, I gotta get um yeah, that can go on for a while. Meanwhile, in Club Dirt, the four worm girls have greeted you. Um, hello.
Um, yeah, I was sent here by one Annie Mode. Here, there's work to be done.
Oh, there's work. And they kind of finish it. They're not trading off words, but they're like definitely finishing off sentences for each other, the four of them. Um, they say it's not work, it's a rescue.
Oh, a rescue. Okay, I don't know if Annie told me about that.
Well, it's the Worm Queen has been taken.
The Worm Queen.
The Worm Queen has been taken.
I see. By who?
We don't know.
All right. Any leads on where she was taken to?
And they all turn simultaneously to the old man. And he kind of like shakily stands up. And he's got, blindfold around his hand, around his where his eyes face goes, where you wear a blindfold. And he says, the queen is beneath Hog Hall, underground.
Hog Hall.
And that is over to the right by the scrap heap.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's looking down and writing. He's Hog Hall. But you don't know who
I,
took the Worm Queen
I cannot see that deep.
that deep. Okay. And he's like, I don't know how he's writing stuff down because he's got a hook for a hand on his offhand, but he somehow is doing that. Um,
You dip the hook in ink. And...
yeah, just scratch it. Okay. And there's a reward for doing so.
And the girls again, we can pay you 5,000 new pounds, and the queen may reward you depending on her mood.
I see. Okay.
It may be a
Hog
vast
Hall.
sum. The queen has limitless knowledge and resources.
Yeah, he's scratching his chin with his hook hand. Okay. Can I have a description of the Worm Queen? I don't want to assume anything.
Um, she is you know,
Is
a,
she a
a
giant
large
worm?
a large worm. Yeah, they say she's beautiful and glistening and pink, the
Okay.
size of your arm.
How do
She
you know
was
she hasn't fled to the misty wastes with with intentions of becoming a new godhead?
She she would never.
Everybody assumes that all of the friends that they have will stay in the city because the city is warm and convenient. But the northern wastes, that is where the real excitement is.
The the dirt seer has seen her below.
Fine, fine, fine.
good
Everybody
questions though.
assumes that their seers are the only ones who can see the correct way.
And he says, I can see what no other man can see. And starts pulling away his blindfold. And beneath are empty eye sockets, which, when you look a little closer, you can see are full of tiny worms, right, wriggling around in there.
Well, I guess you'd be the expert on the subject then.
So
Okay.
the worm girl's turn. So you'll help us,
5,000 new pounds.
plus whatever the queen gives you as a boon. A vast
And
sum, I assure you.
and is there a way underground from Hog Hall?
Yes, underneath Hog Hall.
Okay. And should Hog Hall be expecting me? Will I have any problems getting underground?
That's a great question. Um,
I assume they will just tell me I will have no problems.
yeah, they don't anticipate any, but
Okay.
the master of roles can be capricious.
Ah, the Master of Rolls.
Yes,
Okay. Sounds like a stand-up fellow.
he does stand. When you meet the queen, be sure that you treat her appropriately as her royal eminence.
Ah, okay. Can you give me a couple bullet points on how I should approach the Worm Queen when I find her?
As you would any queen.
And he
Will
just
she need
stares
a
blankly.
chariot?
What's that?
Will she need a chariot?
We and Dirtseer, we cannot see her current predicament. We know she lives, but beyond that is dim. Be below Bastion, although it is difficult to see beyond where the dirt ends.
If we were to attach a basket to my backside, would that be adequate for her conveyance?
Most likely,
Then by all
Okay.
means, we need to create a royal basket for the queen and her
Yep.
escape.
I will write that down, ZRX4.
Are
Basket.
there any nefarious people we should look out for? People who are not polite to the queen or who might wish the queen were serving another populace?
it is unclear. Again, things are murky below and ever changing. Whoever has taken her, I imagine, is the person that you should watch out for the most. Here. Um, uh, ZRX, can you roll me a d6?
I think the camera looks down at Dent's notes and he's drawn a picture of a worm with a crown on it and he's adding the basket right now. Got it. Yes,
Good
understood.
on
5,000 new pounds.
that.
So I roll a 2.
Um, the Dirtier reaches under the table, eye sockets still focused on you, and drops a bag on the table. It is bowling ball shaped and a little wet, but it's tied closed. It's like looks like waxed canvas. It's tied closed with a leather cord. Take this. It's dangerous to go alone.
Um, what is it?
Keep it closed, or the screams will deafen you.
Okay. Keep it
So
closed.
what's the point of having it if it's supposed to stay closed?
I only know what the dirt tells me.
Well, I have saddlebags if you want to put it in one of my saddlebags.
And to
Yes.
be clear, you can't hear anything coming from the waxed canvas sack that weighs about 9 pounds, give or take.
Oh yeah, I'll put it in ZRX4's saddlebags.
Yeah, just put yeah, waxed canvas sack,
Slightly wet.
slightly damp. Yeah.
Oh my
Uh,
God, this is
yeah. Um, cool. Anything else you want to ask of the worm girls or the dirt seer?
I'm gonna one last thing. Did I? I'm
Yeah,
sure.
pop
I'm
back
sure
to
he
the
will not.
mole
Sure, he will
hall.
not have any. Before I leave the Library of Mold, or is that,
Library of Mold.
is that the Dirt Seer, or is the Dirt Seer somebody else?
Oh, the Dirt Seer's at Club Dirt. He's the one with
Oh
the
no. I mean, yeah,
his
mine's not
his
Dirt Seer.
eyes have been eaten by worms.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
As all dirt seers before him. Um, I think we have what we need. We got a starting point, an ending point, and we'll make the middle point.
All right. We hope to see the Queen returned safely soon.
Are
Thanks.
there any other seers who might have other things that they see, who might be able to give us additional advice? Not about the worm herself. The queen is, of course, your province, but seers who could help us navigate the underground.
In Bastion, I'm sure there are many.
Very well. We shall find these seers ourselves.
Anything else from the Library of Moles?
Yes, one last ditch effort that I doubt will succeed, but why, I'm eternally optimistic. As I continue reading the mole, as I get up, I go, well, all right, if it must be, if you're the one, do you have 1,000 new pounds on you? Can you
I
get
don't
a
have any
1,000 new
pounds on
pounds?
me.
Oh, can you get 1,000 pounds?
For what?
My time as the keeper of the ancient mole queen is coming to an end. But each new keeper of the ancient mole queen must bestow 1,000 pounds onto the old one to transfer the title so that the old one may then live and eat.
Are you offering me 1,000 pounds?
No, if you give me 1,000 pounds, I take out the sea cat. I will relinquish possession of the ancient mole queen to you, its new keeper. But if you do not have 1,000 pounds, then I must continue carrying the burden.
Oh, oh, oh,
You are the one, said the mole.
I am the one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't have 1,000 pounds on me, but
Hmm.
I know where I can get I can get more than that. It's only 1,000.
Of course, we're not greedy. We just, I just need to be able to eat and drink and recover from my time as the keeper of the ancient mole queen.
Okay, are you gonna be here for a while?
Well, my time here is short. What is a while?
I mean, I don't know how long it'll take, but can you wait for me?
I will try.
Or if
But
you can't wait, I'll meet you back here. I If I'm the one, I know I can get the money.
I can wait a little while. But I have friends who will be coming by, and our journey must continue.
All right. Wait, don't. I mean, I'll make yourself comfortable. And he like gets up. He's shirtless. He like kind of brushes himself off and shakes out his hair, hops the fence and goes running over to Club Dirt. Um, and I think like as the three of you are leaving, he's excitedly running inside. And you can all reconvene on the boardwalk if you like.
All right. Well, we have our heading to Hog Hall, and he kind of points.
What wisdom did you learn, Clancy? How do we talk? Like, what do we know about the moles? Are they friendly to the worms? That's my first question.
That I do not know. There was not any books in the Library of Moles. However, if we have the time, I do need to go back. I may possibly get some money from the Library of Moles, but I may not because the person's quite crazy. So we'll see if they come through with it. But they told me they'd be back with 1,000 new pounds for me,
And then some.
and then some.
Well, you missed a guy with worms for eyes.
Ooh, not so sad that I missed that. Hey, but I dug up a mole. It didn't bite me.
We're all having new experiences today.
we're all having new experiences. Um, so mole or not mole?
Moly, moly, mo.
So many moles. Hog Hall is a I mean, it is dirty, but it is very posh looking. It's a long, wide building with two stories, and there's actually some bushes planted in the mud out front. There is, there are some wooden steps up to the foyer, up to the double front door. It seems to be some sort of like municipal building. Um, it's like looks like it's trying to be fancy, but there's only so much you can do here. Um, do we want to take a break before going in, and then we'll see what's in there? Cool. Um, let's do five again and come back just after the hour. Hog Hall. So here we are in front of Hog Hall. Um, how would you like to approach?
Well, the so-called worm girls didn't think that we'd have too much trouble getting underground from here. So if everybody's okay with it, I'll walk up and knock on the door with my hook.
How long of a journey is this going to be?
Well, they said the Worm Queen was taken underground,
Oh.
so
It
can't
will be a
exactly.
weird adventure.
And we're supposed to bring a Worm Queen back to the Worm Girls at the Dirt Club. Is that the plan?
That is the plan, yeah.
Oh,
They don't know exactly who took the Worm Queen or where the Worm Queen is,
ah,
but they offered us 5,000 new pounds.
sweet. Well,
So
maybe on the way back, I'll stop by and hopefully collect my money from the Library of Moles.
Are you sure that person is going to actually get you that money?
No, I'm not, but it's a possibility.
So you knock on the door, and after not too long, the door opens. Um, it does the thing where the door opens and the camera pans down, um, and there is a probably a cat-size newt made of felt and wood and string, um, dressed as a butler, walking on its hind legs. Um, and it looks up at you expectantly, says, "Hello, welcome to Hog Hall. How can I help you?"
hello. Thank you so much for answering the knock.
Oh, thank you for knocking on the door.
Of course.
Some
Me
people
and
just keep barging in. No
yes.
propriety.
Well, tends to be how Bastion is these days, it feels like.
Oh, how I long for the old days when things were better.
Anyway, not to take up too much of your time.
Oh, you're not taking up any time at all.
My and he kind of points his hand backwards. Compatriots and I, we were sent this way hearing that there may be a way to get to the underground under your venerable hall.
And he kind of like jumps up and like the show of this would have someone holding him at like shoulder height to you. He like jumps up and puts his hand on your shoulder and kind of leans in and whispers, "That's not a real horse, is it?"
And he turns, which also turns the newt
Mhm.
to look at ZRX4.
Nay, nay.
It sounds like a real horse. Is
You know
that
what they say.
is it
If it
saying
neighs like a horse.
is it saying nay like no or nay because I'm a horse?
That is
Well,
open to
horses neigh.
interpretation.
Well, what do you
I
mean by real horse? I mean, it is a real horse made out of wood and other materials, but it's not a flesh and blood like animal horse.
Oh, I'm I'm afraid the subtleties of metaphysics escape me, and my master is crude and cruel to animals, real animals. And I fear for your friend's safety should they enter,
I say,
unless
okay.
they could make a case, I suppose. They're not, I mean, not to insult you, of course. I would never insult such a majestic creature as yourself. So freshly shined, it looks like. If you could, for your own I mean, emotional safety, if nothing else, just insist that you are not a real horse, no matter what. It would go
But
so much better for you.
could you do this to a quote unquote real horse in your master's eyes? And I look to ZRX4, hopefully, with permission to knock on the exterior. I don't want to knock without consent. May, may I demonstrate the
Permission?
wooden kluk, 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 kluk? See, horses don't do that. Kluk, 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 kluk.
I mean, it depends on what kind of horse you are,
It's
of
true.
course.
I mean,
I suppose
again,
you're right. It does depend on what kind of horse it is. Oh,
this is a carousel horse.
Indeed.
carousel. I'm not familiar with that breed.
No, no, it's not a breed. It's a
We are the
ride.
finest of breeds. We have been manufactured for joy and long-lasting endurance so that children may ride until of course we need to take them away because their diapers are full.
And should you need hedges trimmed, look at the lovely saw.
Oh, I would not trim any of these hedges.
No, no, not without uh, being solicited to do so.
The master is quite fond of them, if you know what I mean.
ZRX
And
doesn't just go around trimming other people's hedges without permission.
this is the master of roles, I assume.
Yes.
And are they in at the moment?
Oh, yes, doing important judge business.
Can you give me, well, you said your master is a bit, can be a bit aggressive.
Cruel.
Cruel was the word. That's right. Any tips on how we can appease your master so we may use the entrance to the underground?
Well, he's avaricious, gluttonous, wrathful, all of the sins. Whatever you can do to appease his baser nature, which is the entirety of his nature.
Has he a fondness for bubblegum?
Has he a what?
A fondness for bubblegum. I found that many children who have a gluttonous nature have a fondness for bubblegum.
Ooh. Is it salty?
I'm not sure. I
Oh,
don't eat bubblegum.
well,
I've never had a salty bubble gum. It's usually sweet. I mean, it could be salty bubble gum and I just haven't had it, but
well, the
I
master's
mean, I
tastes
have.
are many and varied.
If you check under my elbow, I think you'll find there are several pieces of saved gum if we need to trade them to the master.
He like scampers around underneath your belly and picks a couple off. And like tries disgusting. The master may love it though. He's this a disgusting person. I don't know why I'm here, but there's nowhere else to be, I suppose.
have you visited the Library of Moles?
I'm not allowed outside the hall. Who would greet guests and take care of the master's things?
Oh, you just didn't seem as if you were very happy in your lot.
I'm miserable. Would you be happy
then
here?
maybe,
Look at me.
So then
then
why do
maybe
you
you
continue to
don't.
do it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Good answer to the question.
What?
Why do you continue to do it? Why not
That's
do
my
something else that you enjoy?
that's my job.
So
Jobs
your
can
master pays
change.
you?
I mean, no, it's my duty. I'm the head butler here at Hog Hall. I'm the only butler. Head of staff, that's for sure. I wouldn't want to leave Crusta alone. The poor thing.
Hmm.
Take them with you.
Where would people like us go?
Anywhere
We
you
have
like.
saddlebags.
Hmm.
You could ride in the saddlebags.
It's
Sure, you can
easy
come
for
with
you to
us.
say. My kind are reviled in many places. Hog Hall, as terrible as it may be, is much better than withstanding the scorn of bastioneers everywhere.
Why would your kind be reviled?
You're much too kind, but I cannot hide what I am.
Why would you need to? There's nothing wrong with what you are.
You're very, very generous, and it's a very modern attitude, but many in Bastion do not share your
Hmm.
permissiveness.
Hmm.
I'm sure the horse can sympathize to the degree which sometimes we are made and put to a purpose, and then when that purpose is fulfilled, what then?
Ah, well, in
Well,
my
this
case, I
horse.
was repurposed, and it's, I have to say, been an interesting experience. I once was at the circus, and I had a long and enjoyable career being spit on, and then I I was turned into a bounty hunting horse, and it was very exciting, very irregular. At the circus, I just went around in a circle over and over again, and it's very satisfying,
Hmm.
especially when children would make noise.
I suppose Hog
Actually,
Hall is my circus then, for I go around dusting and cleaning and taking care of the master's needs, disgusting as they may be.
well,
Maybe
perhaps you could
someday
find
I will find
inspiration
my
in us,
bounty
in that
hunt.
we've all been repurposed. I was once a taxidermist, no longer. We all had former lives, which we've now left behind for new lives.
Well, perhaps someday. But for now, you are welcome in Hog Hall. If you need anything, just ring the bell, and I will be at your service. And
If you
if the
can.
master gives you any trouble, I apologize profusely in advance.
This from my hall, you'd be the master.
Well, perhaps someday, but not today. The master's drawers need cleaning.
I really hope you mean his dresser drawers.
Who's to say? And he shows you in and scurries up the banister upstairs. The foyer is again kind of like mock fancy. It looks like someone tried to put together um, like the foyer of like a city hall from like junk left over from a demolished vintage store. There's stairways with a banister leading up to some kind of landing, and there's doors on either side that are, they have doorknobs, but they don't appear to be like latch. They're just like swinging in the mock breeze. What would you like to do?
Guessing we need to go down
Yeah, do
somewhere.
we think he was like sending for the Master of Rolls or
He seemed to indicate that he had some chores to do.
Yeah. And are do we see any obvious way to go down, or
No, there's just stairs up to the landing and then doors on either side.
right? Um,
Maybe if we can find a kitchen, there'll be a way
yeah,
into the cellar.
I thought too. So we roll over to the door that seems to have the most fragrant smells.
That would be the one to the right. And you can push that door open, and it is uh, more tastefully appointed than you would imagine from the foyer dining hall. There's a long table with fresh, not flowers, but like bouquets of greenery along it, a stained tablecloth, um, and um, there's another doorway that does not have a door with stairs upwards. Let me roll a die. Oh yeah. Um, and there is a plate on the table, like a platter, and there is a standing on the table, um, child-sized, maybe kind of hunched over, a mock badger, again, like made of felt and with like plastic claws, little glass eyes, and it's kind of hunched over the plate, picking at whatever leftovers are there, and like doing the like putting it in its mouth and chewing, and then
So
it
it's
falls
not
out.
not an actual badger.
I mean, it's a Muppet badger.
The Muppet
Muppet.
Baby.
It's Cookie Monstering the
It's
food.
Cookie Monstering the leftovers. Yeah.
But a living thing,
Yes.
not as in a taxidermy badger.
No, no, no. Although you may have a moment of glee thinking that it might be.
Good
Um,
day to you, madam or sir.
the the smell in the room is bad. The sort of like waft of food you got is overpowered by the musk of this thing. Um, it's pretty large for a mock animal, and lying on the table next to where it's kind of perched is a shotgun, badger sized. And when you announce yourself, kind of like looks up, as if it's been caught doing something it shouldn't have been doing, um, picks up the shotgun, hops on the ground off the table, and kind of like walks over to you. Uh, uh, Dinner's over. You're too late.
We're only here because we are seeking the pantry. We have a delivery to deliver um, to the basement and where the wine is stored.
Oh, the wine. The pantry's upstairs, but the
Oh,
wine cellar's downstairs.
very well.
You got a wine delivery?
Yes.
Where is it?
It's in my saddlebags.
Oh, look, small, tiny wines. I love tiny wines. Let me see.
Well, can someone lift out the round object? I don't have any.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
You're talking about the bag?
I think he's talking about
Yeah.
the bag. I think they're talking about the bag.
The
The
waterproof
canvas bag, I
canvas
assume.
bag. Yep. Um, he takes it like that doesn't sound like wine. What kind of is this, like some kind of special container or something?
And we just do the delivering.
Oh, all right. Well, you know where the I ain't seen you before.
That's because this is a new kind of wine that is being demonstrated throughout the area. And of course, your master is of the finest in discretion. And so
He is.
I believe we only know an order was requested to this estate. So I'm assuming that your master is the one who made the order.
Well, if the master orders wine, the master's gonna get some wine. Uh, your horse.
I am an assemblage of wood and plastic and metal.
Good, good, good. And he like gives you a little thump. Like, uh, bastards, right?
Indeed. They're all.
So, yeah, go ahead and take it downstairs. You must know where it is.
Well, we don't know because this is the first time we've been here. And if it's a successful exchange, then the master, of course, will be ordering more. We just know to come to this address. And the butler invited us in and sent us this direction. So I would assume it is in this direction, but I don't know for sure.
I mean, okay, so the kitchen's upstairs. The master keeps the wine downstairs.
Okay, well,
You
where
could,
is that?
you know what? You could just give it to me, and I could take it downstairs. I mean, master's gonna get to it eventually, right? Is there like a tasting or something you need to do, or you're just mail? How come there's four of you for this one little bottle?
Well, there aren't four for the bottle. The bottle just requires myself and uh, good Sir Dent here, but the rest of them are here because they have to check on. You do know that wine requires proper conditions under which to flourish before it is opened, because once it is opened, of course, that changes the bouquet. But before it is opened, it must be stored in just the precise environment. And uh, my compatriots Clancy and the good lady who is mostly here as arm candy, but um, they are here to make sure that you're. I'm assuming that the master has exquisite wine cellar. Yes.
Yes.
Well, then there shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I guess we can just turn around and leave. It's just that we did have an order here.
Give me a charisma save.
Okay. No, definite not.
Mm. Yeah. So he's like, look, that's a lot of words. I don't exactly understand what's going on. Just give me the wine and I'll take it down here. I appreciate everything you've done here. And he grabs for the sack.
Well, I don't have any hands, so I'm not stopping him.
Well, I was placed in the conversation as the other courier, so I will have to insist that we take the wine to the cellar. You're free to show us where it is if
Well,
you're
you're
able.
free to show me where it is. Do just give me the wine. I'll take care of it. Get your delivery done. Get out of here.
Listen, I cannot let you have the wine. I'm sorry. I know
Oh,
you.
I got to sign for it or something.
He looks at ZRX4.
Okay. Um, are you sure your master actually ordered this? I
I
mean, I'm starting to have doubts about. Are we? I mean, I had heard high things about this estate, but I'm starting to wonder if you have not put in the necessary forms with.
Look. I'm not the forms guy. You probably want to talk to Sal. He's a little guy who scurries around the walls. Sal, hey Sal. And he starts yelling out for the butler.
Okay,
Look,
we'll wait.
Sal will straighten this all out. He's a smart one.
Quite the smart one indeed. Shall we wait in the foyer or are we stuck here?
You can do what you like.
I think we'll just wait right here.
Fine by me. He pops back up on the table and starts picking at the platter. And eventually the newt scurries in from the stairs up. They're going up on the other side of the room. Like comes down and along the wall and like, oh, um, yes. Is there something I can do? And Musty the Badger explains the situation, and Sal is I like I don't understand what's going on. Is this a game of some kind?
No, we just need to get to the basement.
We're trying to get to the underneath.
The okay. You want to go to are you taking the wine? I don't understand.
We need to go to the basement. Yes.
Um, what's stopping you?
The
Knowing where
master
the
with the
basement
shotgun.
is also
Oh,
stopping us.
oh, of course. My apologies. I'm so sorry. Musty, please, um, do there's more food in the kitchen. Take the master said to take the leftovers up to the kitchen. Musty kind of grunts and fine, shoulders a shotgun and takes the platter and heads upstairs. And Sal's just like, I apologize for that thing. Um, you sure you want to go to the basement?
Yes,
Okay. Um,
much appreciated, by the way.
so just a word of warning. It is evening time, and the master is taking his after dinner cordials in the gallery, and um, it's best. Um, well, I'm sure that you know what you're doing. Please follow me. And he hops down and scurries across the foyer to the other door, to the left, the west side, the west wing, to the gallery. Um,
I think I would like just whisper amongst us, like, should should we ask about the Worm Queen? I mean, the servants seem fairly friendly.
But we don't know that the master has the Worm Queen.
No, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they've seen her. Maybe they know something about her.
Yeah, it might be best if we only like. I think this guy would be the best one to ask, right? Before we are around the master and the answers change.
Sal.
Yeah, Sal.
Yeah. Um, I'm not Worm Queen. No, I mean, if she's here, she's probably not safe.
Understood. Well, I guess maybe this is just the way that the worm girls said is the easiest way to get underground, or the worm seer, the dirt seer.
Perhaps. I don't know that any of them would be welcome here. You'll see. And he pushes open the door to the gallery,
Yeah.
where the master is sitting in an overstuffed chair with stuffing coming out. Um, he is not as big as the chair. He is a little mock hedgehog with a felt cotton judge's wig with the big rolls down, sort of sitting in the chair. He's got a little glass of brandy in one hand. There is he he is sitting as if he wishes there was a fireplace, and there is not. Um, but he is kind of like looking over there are some paintings in the gallery, three of note that are paintings of him, this little felt hedgehog, kind of like in different positions of triumph over like a fish and a cat and like a lobster, um, and next to him he has a small uh pouch, like a linen pouch, and he turns over to look at you, and says, "Welcome to the gallery." Reaches into the pouch and pulls out a slug. Um, puts his brandy down, takes out a little salt shaker, salts it, pops it in his mouth, and chews it, and eventually spits it out. Welcome to Hog Hall. Um, your guests. We don't get many guests these days. Make yourself comfortable. Do you like art?
Are there
Yes.
any children's drawings?
Are they what?
Children's drawings.
They're not children's drawings. They're high art. How dare you?
I am mostly familiar with children's drawings.
Ugh, I'll have you taken to mock court. This is an outrage. Guards! Guards! Get that thing. Are you a horse? Are you a real horseman here?
No,
God,
no, no,
take it
no.
away. Take it
Not.
away.
It is a carousel piece.
He looks at you for a second and then just busts out laughing. He's like, I'm kidding. I know you're clearly not a real horse.
That was a good one.
That was a good one, right? No, these are masterful paintings. These are all of me triumphing over animal kind. Fuck those guys, right?
I pull out my stuffed sea cat. Yeah, fuck those
Yeah,
guys.
that's what I'm talking about. This guy, and he like looks around as if he's like looking at the audience, basically.
I
This
used to
guy.
stuff animals for a job.
Ah, yeah, I love stuffing animals in my mouth. So, he's like, you can go. And he like shoos Sal away. And Sal's like, oh, um, like, yeah. Frank, I mean, at least that one's got a skeleton, right? So, what brings you to the hog hall? I mean, clearly not art lovers. You missed dinner. I'm sorry about that.
I don't know. I thought the sea cat was a pretty good piece of art, but
Yeah. I mean, is this a donation?
oh no, I made this one myself. It's really my
Oh,
only possession.
an artist in our midst, even. Look at that.
I believe are we is there a reason, or are we trying to keep our it's secret that we're trying to get into the underground?
Um, we're not necessarily, but the reason we're trying to go down there is to save an animal.
Yeah, no, I mean, he asks like what we're looking for, and if there's any reason for us not to go, like, oh, we're trying to make our way to the underground.
Sal did tell us he's like avaricious, so
That's true.
as long as we don't mention we're going to be rewarded
Mhm.
monetarily, maybe.
Oh no, definitely don't want to tell him anything worm green or money.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, just appeasing him, I guess.
And we were told that through Hog Hall we could explore the underground, which we've never seen before.
You don't want us to, man, it's fucking freaky down there. Best wishes. That's what you came here for?
Yeah, we heard this was like the nearest way to get to it, and well, we're keen adventurers. I know, crazy. Our lifespan will be short.
Yeah.
And I really love the freaky shit.
You love what?
The freaky shit.
The freaky shit. This guy too. Wow. Okay. Well, okay. So, we got a procedure for this. You're not the first to come through here because people just fucking love the underground for some reason. Like shakes his little judge's wig. Hops out of the chair. You see, he's actually wearing he's got a little like waistcoat on, and there's a pistol tucked into it as well. And he leaves his brandy by the chair, takes his little sack of slugs, and continues chewing on them. He's like, "All right, you see that door there?" He points to a nondescript door across the room. Um, these are very fancy paintings. It's like, okay, that's the wine cellar. So, I got a key. And he takes out a little key. Follow me. He puts the key in the door, opens it up, puts the key back in his pocket. Come on down. And he muppets down the stairs. Um, there's he's like gestures. There's like bare electric light bulbs on the ground. It's like only the finest for Hog Hall.
Ooh,
Um,
nice.
there are probably a dozen cases of wine stacked up here, of various vintages. Look expensive. Um, does anyone like, is anyone into those? Like, does anyone take a special notice of the expensive things around here?
I mean, I'm definitely doing my best to ooh and ah and look very impressed
Yeah.
with everything here. It's
He's
so
like,
impressive.
you, you don't have the haircut.
No,
You with the cat. You like wine, huh?
well, who doesn't like wine?
You like expensive wine, huh?
Who doesn't like expensive
And he
wine?
puts his little paw like kind of resting on the handle of the revolver. He's like, you here to fucking steal from me? You
No,
here to
no,
steal my wine and my paintings and my fancy clothes and everything?
no. Why
I'm
would we
gonna
want to?
I'm gonna take all of you to mock court.
Are you joking with us again?
We're gonna throw you in mock court forever. You're just gonna die there.
Nah. It's a good one. You're very convincing.
Look
You're
at this
very
guy. You see his
convincing.
face. You see.
You could have been an actor.
No, you could have been an actor. Look at you with your face and your. Look, no, well, wine maybe later if you don't die.
Hey, would you like a swig of industrial rum?
Would I like a swig of industrial rum? What do I look like? Get hand it over.
Give him a
He
swig.
takes it's like delicious. Covered in rum. Like, all right, look. And he leads you over to the corner of the wine cellar that is not lit very well. Um, there is a hatch on the ground that has a couple boards nailed over it. Says that's the way down. And his jocularity dims a little bit. Like, you can pry those up. You can go down that hatch. I'm gonna nail them down after you. Okay? So here's what's gonna happen.
If we come back, we'll
That's-
be able to.
Yeah, point one, you knock. Okay, if I'm not here, Musty will be here. If Musty's not here, Crustal's be here. If Crustal's not here, Sal will be here. And if not, just wait a little while and someone will be here. Okay?
Knock on the boards.
Knock 3 times on the boards. Knock, knock, knock. Okay? And then one of us will take the boards off and you can come out. So I understand there's a lot of fancy things down there in the underground.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Freaky fancy things?
There's a lot of freaky things and a lot of fancy things and maybe a lot of freaky fancy things. So I'm giving you this opportunity to go down. Anything especially valuable you find down there, you're just going to leave here at Hog Hall. We'll call it storage. All right? Whatever your business is down there, it's none of my business. But anything expensive, technically property of Hog Hall already. You're kind of going through my vault, I guess it is. So you're just kind of rearranging things for me. So anything valuable you find in my vault, I'll put on display here. I guess if it draws your attention, it'll be good for tourists, right?
Fair enough.
Do we have a deal? And he puts out a little paw.
I look around. Everybody good with the deal? We all good? I'm good with the deal.
Seems understandable enough for me.
Fair. You're a fair arbiter.
An arbiter. What's
And
that?
fancy.
Are you insulting me?
A judge.
Judge? Why don't you just call me Judge? Do you think you're better than me using fancy words? Who the fuck do you think I'm letting you go into my vault and you insult me? What's the matter with you? I'm taking you to court. I'm going to sue your ass. Don't laugh at me. I'm serious this time. 3rd time's the real one. 3 times I threatened. The 3rd one is the real time. You're going to jail now.
Will you be my lawyer if I go to court?
I'm fucking with you. No, get down there. Oh, you might die. Just heads up. I don't know what's down there.
If we die, will you stuff us and display us in Hog Hall?
If someone else is dumb enough to go down and get you, yeah.
Right, cool.
Yeah, place of honor. So, the judge's promise. And he pries the boards off.
Well, here we go, I guess.
All right, your funeral. And if you all head down, he closes the hatch, and you hear bang, 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 bang.
This bodes well.
Do any of you have lights?
Not me.
Great. We'll start off in the dark next time then, I think. As we delve into the underground. Yeah, we'll just stop there. There's no XP. The real only way to advance is getting more stuff and taking scars. Scars will do various cool things. Some of them will raise your hit protection. Some of you will raise your stats. Some lose a limb. All sorts of things happen. So let's go ahead and just jump right into stars and wishes. We will go left to right. So Heath, what do you got?
Fun start. Loved everybody's characters. Loved all of all of Mark's NPCs. Were amazing. It's yeah, I mean it was a fun beginning. It's interesting. I don't know if this counts as a wish really. It's always interesting learning a new system, especially like this, just trying to find our characters and trying to with a system like this that's so sort of loose. And like I know at least for me personally, I like that we have those little bits of our characters that were determined by the roles and stuff. Just for me, it's something just the hooks to latch onto and explore. Otherwise, it's it's a little it's easy to feel a little lost. Like, well, I'm not sure what we do because there's not like it's like you have skills. We're like, oh, I roll my scouting skill or whatever. So you're just like, when we were like, what do we do to now? We can't go down the thing. What do we do now?
Yeah.
Follow cat because I like cats. And so it's just fun, like try to find hooks just to lead you. I always like trying to find hooks to use as motivations for like, just as a direction to go, to feel a little less directionless. But yeah, I'm sure we'll figure out more as we explore more of the system. So that's the only real wish is just getting to know the characters better and the system better. And I mean, I think in it all being okay, at least for me, I found the hooks, but there was definitely a few times I was just kind of like, I don't really know what to do. But it was still fun. And yeah, just kudos to everyone. I love everyone's characters, and it's a fun little group of rogues we have here.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you. Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely your NPC work, Mark. Especially the master. My God. I hope your voice is okay after all.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is what I do.
Is that fair? Yeah, I'm still getting a sense of my character. I think I want to play her a little bit differently, maybe a little more sardonic, a little more cool rather than how she's been coming across. So we'll see how that goes. Um, but yeah, I'm excited to see where everybody else goes with their characters. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with the way things are going now. I'm with Heath. I think I need to take a little bit more like initiative on doing stuff. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to see where this goes
See?
and all the weird shit that's gonna happen
A lot of weird shit's gonna
next
happen.
time. A lot of
Cool,
which is
thank
gonna
you.
happen in the dark, apparently.
First thing's gonna happen is we all die in the dark.
Yeah, we didn't think ahead of it at all.
Cool, thank you. Teal.
Yeah, so lots of fun. I think that the setting is, well, even though I've got the book, I didn't read it because I didn't want to know ahead of time.
There's nothing in the book that will spoil anything.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I had read some of the classes.
Yeah, you can read all of those. It's all
Yeah,
it's
and
all good setting.
but it'll be interesting to see what we make of it because it does seem like it's very open to interpretation
Yeah.
in a lot of ways. And at first, it was hard to know exactly how we would engage with the world. You know, like, what do we do? We're in debt, but what do we do?
Mm.
And that seems to be sort of in its weird bouncing way. We're sort of moving towards a methodology, I guess, um, and which seems to be just going to be weird, but in a way it reminds me of the way Shadowrun, like Shadowrun has typical roles,
Mm.
and so a lot of the game is interfacing with those different roles. And in this, we don't have roles in the same sense, other than careers. Um, but I think that's going to shape how we try to encounter the city. And the master was very interesting because I obviously completely put my hoof in it with the children's art comment. And so I'm like, oh, the master is not amenable to to carousel horse logic.
There's
So I'm
no
just
sense of
going to
humor at
stop
all.
talking. Yeah. But and the reason I did a carousel horse was just I wanted to do something weird because this game is so weird. And I
That's
was like,
great.
I don't know, like this. Um, so now it'll just be a matter of seeing how that works out.
Cool. Any other wishes?
I mean, we're so early; it's hard to have wishes.
Mhm.
Um, I wish we had thought about light, but other than that, that's a
But also, it's not like any of us have money to really do anything about it.
True.
that's true. That's
I
true.
mean,
Trade, barter,
I do it.
steal.
One of
Oh,
us.
I
that's true. You
did.
do
That's
now.
right.
Yeah, I forgot. You got. Well,
Rich way.
wait a minute, and I may have some money. We'll see.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you, Billy.
Yeah, big star to everybody. I really love the the horse. That was like a highlight of the whole thing for me is the carousel horse bit. And another big star to Heath for the Library of Moles. That goes for Heath and Mark. And of course, I had kind of been doing some reading about McDowell's games, and that led me to Electric Bastionland. So I had watched some of the videos
Mhm.
where he talks about. So I kind of knew about the Muppet bit, but all I could think about the way every time you were playing one of them is in a Muppet movie, what that would look like
Yeah.
and how awesome that would be. So that worked really well. Um, yeah, just like everybody else said, kind of hard to wish for anything so early, other than kind of maybe thinking about my character a little bit more. Kind of that comes with time, though. So I'm really excited to just feel around the walls and find the way into the next room over and over again.
Nice. Thank you. Oh, there is a little post-credit scene, I think. After nailing the boards shut, um, the master kind of like turns away from the hole and then turns back to it and goes, sniffs. Worms? Hmm. Great. Yeah. Thanks for jumping in on this crazy thing. I mean, I don't think it's possible to make a bad character in this game. They're all great, but like, yeah, yeah, carousel horse, fucking perfect, love it. Guy, yeah. These are all gonna be super fun to play with. I think you all are getting some good characterization in there already, so I just can't wait to see where stuff goes from there. Uh, the system is like the system is there almost no system, right? This like saves and a little bit of combat stuff and a bunch of tables roll on mostly, and some like guidance for the setting. So yeah, there's no like I'm gonna use my disability. It's all just like do stuff and we'll figure out what happens. It's like the most OSR-y kind of thing I've run in quite some time, I think. Like other like Mythic Bastionland and everything included. So yeah, it is very much just like figure and there's no like roll for a perception or make an intelligence check. Like there's no intelligence or like perception or anything to roll. So like when you're trying to find something, like you tell me how you look for it and we figure it out. Or like that's the only things we're rolling for are like things that are strong, things that you need quickness and interacting with people sometimes. So yeah, it's gonna be a good exercise, I think. I
Yeah,
would
oh,
yeah,
so
go ahead.
sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say the only like it's so interesting because a lot of these games, it's like you have your save roll, and then it's like, oh, for example, Cairn, I think, has something very
Mm,
similar, which is just like, yeah, in case you ever aren't really sure or you don't know, then do the luck roll bit where it's like roll a
yeah.
d6 and something is good or bad.
Yeah, I did that a couple times. You could have gotten Wormsight, who knows? 1 out of 20. But yeah, overall, it's just like, oh, we actually have to like role play. Great. Okay, good, 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 good. Yeah, we can do that. And yeah, the lack of direction in the book besides like you have debt, go do jobs, is really interesting. I'm glad there's a sample adventure to kind of get the feel for it. And this stuff is just crazy. It's great. I can't wait to see what happens. Um, but now that I have a feel for the tone of stuff, I think it's going to be a lot easier going forward. I was debating on whether to make this a quarterly or not. So like, can I do 12 sessions of this? I don't know. But I think we can. I think we can. Um, maybe we'll even get out of the district. Who knows? Yeah, but this is gonna be cool. Looking forward to it. Yeah, that's what I got. Anything else before we say goodbye? Sick. Cool. Thanks anyone who was watching, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.